The archipelago, a collection of islands on which life, the heartbeat of true biodiversity, a spread of vast, lush greenery in which natural forests function as the lungs of the earth, as a purifier for the air in which man breathes to extend life. The archipelago is also a stretch of land rich in trees of wisdom, rich in tales of man's harmony with nature, rich in stories of those who refuse to be conquered nor seek to conquer nature, but rather provide love and care wholeheartedly to protect and preserve the earth that gave them a chance to live. We as humans can learn a lot from the examples of local conservation approaches towards nature. This nation truly possesses an extraordinary treasure of ecological intelligence, a treasure of cultural sensitivity emerging from simple day-to-day routines, emerging out of concrete actions which are applicable and easy to emulate. The archipelago passed on a culture proven to have significant impact on the durability of an environment and an ecosystem. Ecological culture of the archipelago has a long rooting tradition. Inscriptions which is found around Waterford in Java recall that during the 9th century, there have been a formation of community organization which managed different ecological functions. At the time, a village government consists of citizens that is appointed astronomers that determine the time of planting rice. Also irrigation and rice field officials, and Makalangkang, that is the village barn manager, so too the Tuhalas or forestry officials. Such organization system gave a basic model and became an example of organization structure for sustainable farming practices. On the walls of Borobudur Temple, we can also witness live early documentaries of man's harmony with nature. There we will find a series of reliefs depicting people plowing rice fields using buffaloes. On the 8th century-old temple wall, exposed at least 30 species of fauna, those of which had lived on the island of Java, as well as those that had never lived on the island before. On the edge of the archipelago's westlands around Ulumasen, Aceh, some local citizens to this moment still practice traditional knowledge in order to protect the forest. Such traditions resembles the combination of holy verses with the art of local communication in maintaining nature. When each footstep is swung towards the entrance of the woods, a traditional greeting is recited. Assalamu alaikum, O you who we care for, O you who we love, allow us to enter your place. In Ulumasen, conserving nature and respecting the forest is a form of worship. Aceh residents use what they call mukim, a system which regulates conservation and protection of an area. Such regulation system outlines which of the forest products may be taken and which may not, which of the forest may be entered and which are prohibited. At another time and place, deep in the jungles of Jambi, local tribes place trees as part of their identity. They would drop sap of Sentubung tree to the hair or the sap of Sawaris tree to the forehead of a newly born baby. Then the tradition destines that as the child grows, it becomes his duty to take care of the tree until he reaches adulthood. When he has grown to his last years of life or has reached death, the obligation of caring for the tree is passed on to his family. Such practices reflect the understanding of Rimba people about conservation of forest as a valuable part of their life. The sky is a roof, the earth is a floor, and that it is their custom in their forest. As such are their beliefs. Crossing to the east of the archipelago, around the areas of Merauke in Papua, we are able to gain inspirations on ecological management from the tribes of Marin Anim. There we will find that each tribe possesses a specific conservative duty. The conservation of coconut is a duty of the Gebzi clan, whereas conservation of sago trees, as well as the task of keeping the fauna, is handled by Bahuse clan. The Basik clan took care of keeping wild pigs, and the preservation of kangaroo is in the hands of Samakaki clan. For birds, the clan of Keze is held responsible, whereas Yolman clan sustained eagle breeds. In Bali, the system of Subak teaches us about optimal procedures of water distribution to the rice field. The traditional irrigation method shows a complex ecological and social system and a high level of competency in organizing citizens to produce social unity. In the traditional system of Subak, water plays a central role. There, citizens recite prayers to assure water can thoroughly flow to areas around the rice fields. Pura is also a place to share information about crop and pest among citizens, a place where scheduling of planting and irrigation takes place. Pura provides authority for social coordination that all citizens can abide to one integrated ecological system. On the island of Borneo, the tribe of Jayani Dayak taught us happiness in its simplest meaning. They preach happiness as simple as finding a shrimp on a floating leaf along the riverbanks. The feeling of happiness comes as having fish in the waters and having animals in the forest. A simple and frank definition of happiness indeed. Discussing inspirational local policies that are scattered across the archipelago would be endless, be it the documented local inspirations or the undocumented. Such inspirations enlighten happiness and pride. The archipelago is a place where we, humans, can re-educate and sharpen our senses in order to behave in an environmentally friendly manner which reflects harmony with nature. On the stretch of this country, to care for nature is not merely a matter of logic nor analysis. In this earthly preserved country, conservation is viewed as a spiritual command. In the archipelago, conservation of nature is an activity of countless happiness.
a magnificent video that shows us the vast world of Indonesia, its archipelagos, culture, rich of the local wisdom from Sabang to Merauke. Indonesia has thousands of islands and hundreds of tribes, and these 100 tribes live throughout Indonesia. Next video is about the Indonesian Pearl. You will see mountainous, the flora and fauna, and also the tribe and tradition of Indonesia. Please enjoy.
Tuh, lihat tuh, pakai
How do you feel seeing this video? It is fantastic, isn't it? I'm hoping you enjoyed the video and can have more insight, especially everything that is related with Indonesia. I really hope when the COVID-19 pandemic is over, all the things that we've been through together, all around the world, everything could be normal again, as it used to be, so that we all can finally can have a normal life again, and you guys have the chance to visit the wonderful Indonesia. Okay, next we will see a video related with the Betawi culture. It's in the Indonesia capital, which is the city of Jakarta. It's still rich of the Betawi tradition since it is the home of the tribe itself. Are you interested? Let us see the video.
The capital region of Jakarta is famous with metropolitan city which has its cultural diversity. You can go around Jakarta by taking several transportation, namely a bus-based bajai. Also, you can go around Jakarta by passing through its villages. Besides bajai, there is a busway, which passes through several tourist attractions in Jakarta. Also, MRT is a fast train, so you don't have to worry about traffic jams. You will pass through the tunnel in Jakarta with cheap ticket prices. Don't you think the splendor of Jakarta, the culture is also forgotten? This is a Sanggar Manggar Kelapa, where it's located in Kemang, South Jakarta. You can find Jakarta culture here, from its signature drink, Letok beer. Letok beer is made with ginger, secang bark, nutmeg, cloves, and cardamom. Besides that, Manggar has provided a variety of flavors. There are original, lemon, and milk. Well, it's very unique. You can learn to make it in the Manggar Kelapa. Besides that, the Manggar also teaches martial arts, namely silat. Actually, the game currently being played is a size dandang or a place to cook rice. If the dandang says by the enemy, it means the dandang holder loses. Silat Betawi, or generally called main pukul, is thought to have been born along with the Betawi ethnicity itself, which is around the middle of the 19th century. Manggar Kelapa also has Betawi dance. The dance is also vary from mass dance, yapong dance, and siri kuning dance. This is the siri kuning dance, played by the children of the Manggar Kelapa. The siri kuning dance is the development of the coket dance, a social dance that has existed since the Dutch era. And was very popular among Chinese in the suburbs of Betawi at that time. The siri kuning dance is usually performed to accompany the traditional Betawi wedding procession when the groom will hand over sirih dare to the bride. You must be curious about who is the person who often appears in this video. Introduce. His name is Zidan. He is a native Betawi child who wants to introduce the cultures of his tribe, namely Betawi. He goes to school in the natural image of Ciganjur. The school is very beautiful. Well, with the building designs is cool. There is also a mini-style image in South Jakarta, to be precise, in Ciganjur, Jagakarsa.
Waiting in line to get to where you are. Hope floats up high along the way.
People that in Jakarta are very diverse, and it is the home of all the tribes in Indonesia besides the Betawi itself. It is the biggest city in Indonesia, and it is located at the Banten side on the Java Island. It is the home of 14 million people, and it is stated as one of the most crowded cities, not just in Indonesia, but also the world. Alright, we will move on to the next one. Next, we will see the Bengkulu landscape, one of the places in Indonesia that has a magnificent sight. Bengkulu is located in southern region of Sumatra Island. It is the home of a lot of mountains, beaches, rainforests, and many more. Let us see the video and don't forget to enjoy.
Kotaku yang ku cinta, sungguh kaya akan alamnya. Oh, beraneka ragam budaya, kedamaian tercipta, masih menyapa. Buka mata dan rasakan keindahannya, kedamaian, persahabatan, cinta dan kebersamaan. Marilah semua kita tunjukkan pada dunia beragam pesona indah alam kita. Lestarikan bersama adat budaya kita, bergandeng tangan satukan langkah kita. Wonderful Bengkulu untuk kita bisa segala malah kita bersama satukan langkah kita. Sejarah perjuangan Indonesia dengan beragam bahasa dan budaya tak membuat kami berbeda. Selalu ada cara untuk maju bersama. Ayo semua bergerak bersama karena sekarang waktunya telah tiba. Mari berbenah bukan tinggal ingin lupakan sejarah. Sasaka merah putih yang pertama. Jahitan putih daerah Bung Fatma adalah ibu negara pertama Bengkulu. Yang kaya akan rempahnya petani dan nelayan pun hidup sejahtera. Mari tunjuki kearifan budaya saatnya maju bersama the land of Indonesia. Buka mata dan rasakan keindahannya, kedamaian, persahabatan, cinta dan kebersamaan. Marilah semua kita tunjukkan pada dunia beragam pesona indah alam kita.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed the virtual tour of Indonesia. So Indonesia basically is one of the tropical country with beautiful forests, active volcano mountains, and definitely a lot of magnificent sights. And let us have an sorry, we have a little bit of technical problem here. Okay, guys, let us have an awesome adventure to Indonesia. We will definitely give you our warm welcome for you all when you visit Indonesia. So basically, Indonesia has a lot of islands that you can visit, from the island of Sumatra Java, Bali, Lombok, and the Borneo Islands and Papua. And those islands have a lot of beaches that you can visit, and it is very interesting that you have to visit just at least one of them. You will have a wonderful experience of traveling throughout the nature of Indonesia because it is very cool personally for me. I have visited a lot of places in Indonesia, and it is absolutely very interesting for you guys, especially that haven't uh, visited Indonesia before. So there will be a message of sponsor after this.
Alam Bengkulu Mahira atau biasa disingkat dengan SAP Mahira adalah sekolah alam pertama Alam Bengkulu Mahira atau biasa disingkat dengan SAP Mahira adalah sekolah alam pertama di Provinsi Bengkulu dengan banyak keunikan dan didukung berbagai macam kegiatan menarik. Sekolah yang berdiri sejak tahun 2006 ini berlokasi di Jalan Kinibalu 6 nomor 11. Berdiri di atas lahan seluas kurang lebih 8.000 meter persegi. Mengusung cita-cita ingin menjadi sekolah yang membahagiakan buat semua, SAP Mahira mencoba mengubah sekolah menjadi miniatur kehidupan yang tidak hanya natural dan nyata, tetapi juga nyaman dan ramah. Sekolah Alam Bengkulu Mahira telah memiliki unit KB, PAUD, SD, SMP, dan SMA. SAP Mahira dengan 5 aspek kurikulum, karakter dan leadership, bakat dan keterampilan, seni dan kreativitas, lingkungan dan konservasi, serta logika dan akademik. Dengan terakreditasi A, Sekolah Alam Bengkulu Mahira mencoba mendidik dengan mengembangkan minat dan bakat siswa. Kelompok bermain dan PAUD. PAUD Alam Mahira, sekolah yang berbasis pendidikan karakter. Kegiatan melatih kemandirian, keberanian dan percaya diri dilakukan dengan kegiatan yang menyenangkan. SD Alam Mahira melakukan proses belajar dengan kegiatan yang menyenangkan dan bermakna. Sekolah Menengah Alam Mahira yang terdiri dari SMP dan SMA mengembangkan potensi Syakila atau bakat dan minat anak. Proses pembelajaran didesain untuk memberi pengalaman sebanyak mungkin dalam rangka menumbuhkan ketangguhan fisik dan mental, rasa percaya diri, kesiapan menghadapi situasi yang selalu baru, serta mandiri. Sekolah Menengah Alam Mahira berfokus pada menumbuhkan jiwa entrepreneur sebagai proyek kemandirian dengan metode magang sesuai dengan bakat dan minat, berprinsip bahwa pendidikan adalah hak semua anak, maka Sekolah Alam Bengkulu Mahira tidak melakukan tes saat menerima siswa baru serta menerima anak-anak surga, yaitu siswa dengan gangguan perkembangan atau gangguan emosi. Dengan moto belajar, bermain, berpetualang, Sekolah Alam Bengkulu Mahira berusaha menjadi sekolah terindah dalam hidup siswa.